Welcome to Chevy Hometown Kids. I'm your host, Emily Reppert. This year, I'll be traveling all around the Southwest to find hometown kids who shine in their communities. From exploring youth sports to the great outdoors, I'll highlight the standout athletes behind each story. Today, we're kicking off the football season with an organization in Oak Cliff, meeting a marching band stepping up their talent every season, spending time in the great outdoors, and coming up next, we're getting an international experience on the softball field as Team USA takes on Team Japan. Our hometown kids are starring in the stories, so stay tuned as the action gets started. Today's all about keeping Texas wild. So we're out here at a nature center and refuge to meet a kid dedicated to preserving his favorite place. Just miles from the city lies an outdoor sanctuary called the Fort Worth Nature Center and Refuge.
My son Joe has been coming here since he was a baby. My husband comes out here quite a lot to do a lot of hiking. We can see a lot of animals out here. We can see a lot of nature in action. So it's really fun.
We have 3,621 acres. We have 20 miles of trails. We have a bison herd, a prairie dog town, a marsh, lots of outdoor programs that our staff leads.
But today my tour guide is 14-year-old Joe to show me why this is his favorite getaway. So where are we right now, Joe?
We are in the Trinity River right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what do you like to do when you're out here?
Usually listening to some of the wildlife, the birds. Sometimes you'll see like turtles on sort of like branches that are sort of sticking out of the side of the river.
Joe loves wildlife so much that he decided to help the center to make sure he could always enjoy his visits here.
A few years ago, he started trying to raise money for them. He loves animals, always has, and he loves nature and hiking around in nature. And this place was just near and dear to his heart.
I just love this place so much that I thought that they could use maybe a little help, like money.
He started raising money through his organization, JoeBites, and has since donated thousands of dollars to the organization CARE and the Fort Worth Nature Center and Refuge.
Joe is a special friend of the Nature Center and of our support group, the Friends of the Nature Center. We call him our young philanthropist. He actually raises money to support our birds of prey. We have 2 non-releasable owls that we use for education programs.
So the last stop on my tour is the Refuge Center to see how his help is paying off. So, Joe, this is it. This is one of your favorite places.
Yeah, I really like to see where all the money that I've raised goes to.
So why is it so important to see your money going to this and to be able to provide refuge for these animals?
It's just really nice to see that the money that I've made goes to a good cause and know that they are better off than they would be in the wild and for educational purposes.
How are they used for educational purposes?
Lots of kids can't really see owls outside in their backyard, mostly because they're nocturnal and also they don't really go in your backyard.
So how did these birds end up here?
They ended up here because of like their serious injuries and they would have normally died in the wild.
Joe, it is amazing what you're doing here. Thanks for showing me around.
I'm glad I could show you guys around and sort of get the word out a little bit more.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, I will.
And with every dollar he raises comes an outpour of praise from the receiving end.
Well, we are just really feel so fortunate to have Joe adopt us as his philanthropy. It really gives me a lot of hope for the youth growing up, you know, that they're still going to be interested in nature and the outdoors and be willing to be really a good citizen and support things that they feel strongly about. So I just want to thank Joe very much for all he's done for us all these years.
Chevrolet supports and sponsors so many youth activities, and each week we're exploring a new one. So make sure to check us out every Saturday to see if we cruise into a hometown near you. And in the meantime, if you want more Chevy Hometown Kids, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And remember, hometowns are where today's beginners become tomorrow's experts. So if you know a kid in your community who deserves to be on the show, tell us about them on our website, hometownkids.tv.